So for Dallas, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next.
Gotcha. Yeah, I just got there on my rivals game and loaded into the front door now. I like to say you can send an invite. No, really. Alright. Alright, yeah, there you go. Yeah, it just popped up. Gotcha.
I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
My dog gonna run. I'm out without Logan for the next 6 weeks. Logan is hurt. Yeah, Logan's out for 6 weeks. I don't even know. I know he got hurt the last game.
Yeah, I was about to say. And the Saints was celebrating that he hurt him, but lost like 50-14. Oh, he left.
He left already. When I beat him, he left. Yeah.
Yeah.
Coach, some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is. Don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium.
What I don't understand is the Bengals
here it is. It's unlike any
other
other sport.
Yeah, he was 3-0 and lost one game.
Out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle
that's what we
between
just
the
got
San
done saying about
Francisco
Todd
49ers
gets slaughtered.
and the Arizona
Everybody makes fun of him,
Cardinals.
but he takes his ass.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, me neither. Yeah, I was about to say. And then that makes people not even want to stay. That's what happened to him and Rivals. They was like making fun of him because he got beat.
Him and Hector know each other.
Him and Hector, they know each other personally. They graduated high school together. Like him playing Hector, they're like all like best friends.
But Mance was telling me like he hasn't played Madden like 3 or 4 years.
3 or 4 years.
But Hector said swear he won Super Bowl in
First carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Games, he's losing. Bad. Every time. Like, anytime I see him post it or anybody post their games, I'll watch it if I'm not doing nothing. But every time I click on his...
The only game he ever had a chance to win was the one where he almost had the touchdown to win the game. He tried to run out the clock. Other than that...
Oh, yeah.
Other than that, all his games have been blowout.
I was about to say, that was against the old red.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch.
That
but in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he got good headed steam going.
That's all getting this one up to about the 35. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first.
Ain't this your game for Wayne Gallman?
They come up on 1st and 10. For the gun, it's Wentz. That's complete to Gallman. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. They'll run with a former Ole Miss Rebel, Jordan Wilkins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
How we just started.
Great throw. Back. 180. 46 down, man.
You gotta get me.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
I just got them to play another game.
Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Tierra said, how you and Kathleen doing, Raul?
From midfield, here's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. This is Gallman.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Wentz going to throw. And he connects with Ertz. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And this is Ertz with it, right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zach Ertz, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
It's okay.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
That's it. You think he's going to blame it on him leaving?
Yup, and he already got a bad rep day. That's what he's going to blame it on.
He's going to blame it on him leaving, bro.
You're outside. 51. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. 180. 951.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Yeah, for me, when I'm in goal line, Luke Kuechly is out there as offense line. Yeah.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Oh, my God. He plays hard.
Jones. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down.
Let's see what you got.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Darnold completes it, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
I was going to be gone, bro. I don't know who that tight end is, but if you would have got past Luke, it was a lot of field. Oh, that was a receiver. It was a lot of open field. Like, you lucky, Lewis. If he would have got past Luke, he was going to be gone.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Touchdown, 49ers. Aaron Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams throwing them down. Doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throw them the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, pick up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
That's fielded in the end zone.
Yeah, I was about to say, I wasn't online. I had got offline when you guys were playing.
They'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Yeah.
And he kept saying that, it's fine, I got mine for that. I want to play mine anyway this game. Excuse me, killing me when you be saying that, bro.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went
I want him to get a bad
no adjustments and no big plays by the defense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Yeah, that's why I told
Lewis.
I said that I want
4-3 defensively, pressure coming off that right side from the DM.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Yeah, he's not, But I hope he gets a low pick. That's going to show a lot about him.
Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble.
I think he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works.
Going off on Twitter about
he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
And they're asking him, what do you think he should be? He said at least in the 90.
Here we go on 4th down with Wentz.
You going for it?
This is incomplete. Yeah. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs.
I thought I would get it.
Oh, I was about to say, first off, it should have been a pick by number 43. If we're going to keep it honest. That should have did it right there. I don't know how they made him. He was a superstar.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher. Guys trying to get to the football.
I can't even remember, honestly.
I was about to say, we said that we didn't know what team that had multiple first-round draft picks. Oh, you said draft picks. Lewis said he wants salary cap and a young quarterback.
On third down, it's Jones. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. After the penalty, it's Jones. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Now McManus will line up for the field goal. This from 36 yards out.
Steelers going to kick field goal.
For real?
And McManus able to put it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
Yeah.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I get a defense that can hold up their end.
The Cardinals on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Wentz to throw again. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
I don't need a fumble. That was a bad.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it 2nd down. Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead.
Bro, what's Wayne Gallman?
He's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
Mighty fast.
Not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big time for a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
That's what you want. You love messing with Ari about some fumbles.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Here we go. Check. Check out. And lady. Catch it. Kill. Slam. Lady.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way up to the 46. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold.
Over
the middle, complete. That's Moore.
Oh, my God.
Touchdown, 49ers. DJ Moore, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have retaken the lead.
I thought I had clicked on. I thought I clicked on.
They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play
drive. What do we call that?
Maybe I hit the button and they didn't have to pick it.
Very short-lived.
2
plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Yeah, number 34 was competing. I was about to say, you went in the flat with the running back.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Throwing again on second down. Wentz. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Wentz now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. Here's Wentz to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
I don't know why he
After
went
the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10.
Yeah, because he could have easily, that was underthrown.
Now Wentz again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
You getting lucky. I was about to say, if you would have stayed on that block, it would have been over.
A final shot before the break. Darnold flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Oh, you be messing with him?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go. Check. Ready.
They'll go again to Jones. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
Darnold on third down. Safarian Jenkins has it. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
One more.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away. Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now Goldman. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well. So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
This is taken at the 18. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards.
Oh, you got him back.
The Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Oh, you man, you're a haul. Yeah, I got him in Rivals. He's a 95 or 96. And
the 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. They'll run it with Jones. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. To throw is Darnold. And that's knocked away.
I don't know what happened. Like, I don't know
Jackson right there, step for step in coverage.
I don't know what happened.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
There we go, Pac-Man.
Big stop, let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Wentz now to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. To throw on 2nd and 10. Wentz into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now a first down carry by Jones. The tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
At the 27-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Jones. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Right, didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. This will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit us first. Now this from 43. The kick by McManus is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Or could they be tired, Lewis? Do you think that's the problem?
That's fielded in the end zone.
Yeah, I thought I had something to do with a juking.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Nah, and you didn't show if he was yellow.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's go. Hey, solid.
I just look and see how they do.
The drive begins with a handoff to Gallman. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. On 2nd and 9, Wentz.
Pass interference.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Who I said was going to win it the last season.
On 1st down, it's Jones. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Buchanan.
Deion Buchanan here, no matter what.
6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treated it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point right down the middle. Boy, a tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high, the tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's Love. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Staying on the ground, it's Love. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Darnold from the gun. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Montez Sweat in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
That was a touchdown.
Fielded just inside the 20. So possession goes over here on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player.
And I was probably leading about
on him.
20 yards.
And be right back. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. down. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. To throw, it's Wentz. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, I thought I'd been in the
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late, and that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
46 down, man, 5-4. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Rip left, rip left. Hey, wahoo! Check Mike 27.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards the pickup there. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point. And
he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Jordan Wilkins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run.
Well, he also has that last hit.
6 points.
Touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Defense, I need to right here.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple of first downs.
I thought they were going to
flip the field. Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now it's Darnold. His throw incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold, quick slant, caught by Moore. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing again is Darnold. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Darnold now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jones. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
You must have thought a white play.
Yeah, I did. He threaded the needle, bro. He put that on the dime.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
Mike 34, Mike 34. Shoot. What we got? Let's go, hey. 280. Mike 34. Bravo. Watch the pass. 34 is the mark.
Let's wait. Get a set for him.
Let's go.
Back to throw. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. He's back to throw. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did.
Yeah, it takes a long time. Yeah, it takes a long time to get that field block, and they're not going to release out until they get off that block.
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On the ground, it's Gallman again. And he's going to be unable to get upfield as they take him down at the 21-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. They're going to Gallman here on the screen. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Joey Bosa should have punched that out, but it's a running back on that.
Yeah, on 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Here we go, son.
My game froze too.
Bruh, no it didn't.
Oh my God.
Dog. That's the worst. Bruh, Lewis, that junk always
What? You got time to play or you don't? Alright, no problem. Just hit me up if you get free again.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow.
Alright, it's cool. I was about to say it was a 1-possession game, so I can't say, oh, that's my win. Yeah. Had the ball, yeah. Nah, it just matters. Oh, no, you cool. Alright. Alright, man. Come on, when you get out. You gonna put that McLean in later?